That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
He does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, flipper. Two.
Here's Cousins. With a catch made by Johnson. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Deontay Johnson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Murray now on 1st down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Murray now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Switch.
1st down, Murray being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing now is Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 22. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. A first down carry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's see what you got. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Check 9. Check 81.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Hey, Steelers. Kill.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Hot. 180. Leave it. Bring up 48.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Boom. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run with Boone here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They come out here in the eye. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. He's coming. Gun.
They'll go with Boone. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check 13. Check 13. Kill. Back.
They'll try to run this one in. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
49, check 49. Jam. Slip. Ringo 48.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to Dorsett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Murray going to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first and 10, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray buying time to his left. Caught left side Hopkins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Switch it. Hey, flipper. Check. Fresno. Gun. Fresno. Hey.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses.
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Black. No. Gun.
Again, they're going to go with Boone. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, check, Mike. Gun. 57. Cut.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. This is Johnson. He's got it. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, boom. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Boom. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Lucky 48. Check curls. Black. Lucky. Rush 61. Matchbox lights.
From the red zone now, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deontay Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Dorsett making the catch. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Forced out to his left. Dorsett's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll come out in the pistol. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Ballore, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, check 24, watch the...
Complete, it's Johnson.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
You got it.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run on 1st down. Boom. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boom. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On the carry, it's Boone. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now, here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray to throw. Being chased out left. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Go. Watch the run.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Go. Now. Right there. 54 Mike. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. He gets this one to Johnson. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Johnson's got it complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch a slant.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. To Johnson again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kerryon Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon. In there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
You get blocked me. You get blocked me. Check 4. Check 4. X3. 218. Chop. 53. Land now. Hey. Wahoo. Check it.
Now Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Hey, Charlie, hurry!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Let's go, baby. Boy. Under touch. Deep dribble.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. He's tired. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, go 66. Hey, box drop.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. 6-0 our score after 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Cover! Switch gears. Rip! Hey, exit! Go bandit!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Brady's throw there complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Bravo!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. Oh, what a move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Haywood!
Out of the gun now on third down. Aguilar has it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Hey, Alpha! Look at me, zipper! Watch what he thought, watch what he thought. He can't hang. He's not hitting.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Check 37, check 37. Smooth.
Second and 1. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's third and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch QB draw.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Come on, boys, come on. Let me go.
Brady now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Regular. Hey, orbit.
Shotgun now for Brady. Now he's going to send this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Brady will try again on second down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Let's go. Get it.
Looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, 66.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball, they can go to that play-action pass. You see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Wait, put it! Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hey, second.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert flare. Sugar. Check. Alpha. Sugar.
To throw again. Brady. Eluding the pressure right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheet.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It's caught by Aguilar. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Parker. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Leo! Hey, Zoo! Hot! Hey, Haywood! Check pass. Mike's fire!
Now back to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
57, go. Mike, 57. Squish, double. 57, Mike, 57. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
132 fighter. Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I can't believe they even let you
Move.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
Second and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 19. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, high 7.
Right there. 54, right there.
Hey.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Rolling to it, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 23 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Seam 6. Seam 6. Mike 20. Go. Go.
Brady going to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Go. Six guard. Check 6 guard. All set. 72.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Got his man. That's Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Patriots, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.